Hello, I'm Jeff Merritt, and we're here with Dottie and Bob Muller. And I'm so glad to be here, and we're going to have a good time. So if you're ready, I'll just start asking questions, and we'll jump right in. Okay. All right, Dottie, tell us your full name with your maiden name.
Dorothy Ann McCluskey Muller.
Okay. And your birthday?
1/23/27.
1927.
That's right.
1927. And Bob, tell us your full name, including your
Robert
birthday.
Edward Muller,
Okay. And your birthday?
July 4th, 1926.
Wow, July 4th. Okay. And Dottie, where are you from originally?
Jersey City, New Jersey.
Okay. And Bob?
Secaucus, New Jersey.
Okay. Dottie, were you named after anybody that you can remember?
I don't think, the nurse that helped deliver me in my grandmother's living room, her name was something Ann. So I have her second name, the nurse that delivered me.
Okay,
So-
that's a great story. What about you, Bob? Were you named after anyone?
Not that I know of.
Not that you know of. Okay. Now let's talk about your parents. Can you tell us your parents' first name and last name?
Ann and Walter McCluskey, McCloskey.
Do you remember your mom's maiden name?
Rogers,
Right.
Rogers.
How old were they when they passed?
My father was about early 80s. My mom almost made 99. She died of old age. My dad had lung cancer from smoking cigarettes.
Interesting. We'll talk about health issues in a little while, but that's good to know. What about you, Bob? Do you remember your mom and dad's first and last name and your mom's maiden name?
Yeah, well, my father's name, of course, was Muller last name.
Right.
Charles Muller, and my mother was Leona Seven, and my mother was a Blackfoot Indian.
A Blackfoot Indian.
Well, blood in her.
Oh, okay.
Blackfoot Indian.
Interesting.
So she's plenty English and
Right.
American.
Right. Do you remember how old they were when they passed?
No, my mother was, let me see, we had an accident right in front of our apartment. My mother was alive, and my father was hit by a car
Really?
and killed while my sister was watching out the window.
Oh,
And I think he was just around the late 60s or
okay.
70s. And my mother, I think she was in her, approaching 70s.
70, okay.
Around that age.
All right. Dottie, your brothers, do you have any brothers and sisters?
I have one brother.
Okay.
We are not close at all. For no reason. He lives in New Jersey. We were just never close together. We call each other up like twice a year,
Right.
but we're just not close-knit, and that's the way it is. Nobody's fault.
Right. Do you remember his name?
Walter?
Walter.
Yes.
Okay. Bob, do you have any brothers and sisters?
Yes, don't ask me the name.
Okay. How many do you have?
I have 15 brothers and sisters.
Are
My
you
mother had 16 children.
16 children.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, 16 children.
Are-
And of course I didn't know all my brothers and sisters,
Right.
but the last 6 had the privilege of seeing me born.
So you're the seventh to
The
be.
first 10 died, and I know of the 10, there was about a half a dozen or before that. In those days, they even died before they got to school. Measles took them, mumps took them.
See,
You know, they
that's
died as real children. So I lost 10 of my brothers, this and that, and now I'm the last of the clan.
you're last of them,
I'm the last, and I was the baby.
and you're the baby.
And I was a baby, and I was born in a beauty parlor.
Really?
Yes, my mother was hair done. Oh, so now comes Bobby, and the beautician became a midwife.
How about that?
Quite a story.
It is a story, good
But it's
story.
a true story.
Well, thank you for sharing.
Yes.
So what year were you born?
1927, 26, I'm sorry.
26.
27 is my wife.
Right, okay. Where did you two meet?
On an
You want to
elevator.
tell them?
On an
I
elevator?
went to a job when I was 17 to work part-time while I was in high school. Went to the wrong place. They hired me at the wrong place. And on the elevator, he said to me, "I'm not going to let you off this elevator until you promise you'll date me." I was so scared. This was in 1940-something. So I said, "Okay." And my mother said, "Bring him home." She liked him, and that we met on an elevator, just like that. Yes.
How about that?
Because you got a job right in the place where I was working.
Right.
I didn't have that steady. I was there for about maybe 4 weeks, that's all. I was just doing something until they called me up into the Navy. And I enlisted at 17.
Oh, okay.
And I was waiting for them to be called in to report someplace.
Oh,
So 3 or 4 weeks later, I had to leave.
oh,
I left her. She never got on the elevator with another man that I know of.
well, we're gonna talk about the military a little bit later, but, that's good, that's good. So, growing up, Dottie, did you move around growing up, or did you pretty much go live in the same area growing up? And do you remember the schools? I spoke with someone the other day who went to one-room classrooms for a while. But were your schools a little bit larger and you were in the same place the whole
I
time?
went to a Catholic school, St. Aloysius School in Jersey City, and let me see, we didn't really, we moved to apartment. Mother didn't want her own home. Went to different apartments, houses, but no specific one place for a long time.
Okay. And what about you, Bob? Did you live at the same place growing up right up through high school?
Most of my growing up was in this small little town, Secaucus, New Jersey. They were known for pig farming, primarily. And I went to a grammar school called Clarendon School in Secaucus. And then I graduated, didn't graduate yet. 6th grade, we had a graduation. 6th grade, we were out, and then we had to go to junior high school
Right.
in Secaucus, New Jersey. So I got out of there in my 9th grade. I went to 8th grade, so I had to go to Union City, New Jersey, take a bus to go to high school.
Really?
Yeah,
And
they gave us bus tickets, so we were.
how about that?
It was interesting. Up to now, I had a good, interesting life.
Yeah. So you get through high school. Were either one of you able to attend school or any school beyond high school?
Beyond high school,
Right.
mine was lady when I got out of the Navy for a while.
Okay.
It was not believe it or not, the government was giving you pay if you went to school, so I went to television school,
Oh, really?
where they taught us how to fix television.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and it was real tough that day. You know what the television used to change the bulb. That's what they called fixing
I
television.
understand. What about you, Dottie? Did you go to school after high school?
I went to the New York Telephone Company on West Street, New York City, downtown there, and they hired me the Monday after I graduated for just a little trivial job in an office. My mother worked for the same company many, many years ago, so I worked there for 5 years. Then I got pregnant.
Oh, okay.
So I had a very simple job, but I liked an office job.
Right. Well, I'm interested in getting to the point where you talk about the USO, but are we there yet, or are we? Is that while Bob's in the Navy?
That was a little while, that was
I
before
was
I
like-
came home. You were in toward my last
Now this is
year.
basically, sir, not going overseas. This is the ships coming in the harbor.
Right, that's fine.
Local, just so you
Right,
know that.
Right.
Yeah.
So, how long? I mean, you met her on the elevator, and then how long did you know her before you had to ship out?
How long? Well, it was actually about 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
Yeah.
And so, how long before you? So, were you engaged during that time? Or?
No, we just fell in love, true love. We just kept company,
Right.
and then I went into service. We weren't engaged when I went into
I
service.
don't think so.
Waited till I came home.
Right. So, did you keep up with each other with letters, right?
Oh yeah, lots of letters.
So there was no telephones then, so
Yeah.
you counted on those letters, didn't you? And you
She
did
had
too.
one bad experience with one of my letters.
Uh-oh.
The military, you know, a lot of people get shot and did that there, and they send the mail back. Well, she opened the letter, but it was in a military envelope,
Right.
and then it was a letter from me. It was charred, burnt. So they thought something, right away comes to your mind, you know, why would they give, well, it happened to be that the plane that was on went down, and they salvaged some mail.
Right.
You know, and they sent it on to her. Would have been better if they had just, you know.
Right.
But they didn't know. That was the way things were done in World War II.
Right.
You know, everything was proper.
World War II. Okay, so when you enlisted, did you enlist because you knew if you did, were they drafting there during World War II or?
Oh, they were going to draft me, I wouldn't give them a chance. Because I wanted the Navy, I didn't want the Army.
So that's what you
I
did. You
joined the
did?
Navy. Yeah.
Gotcha. So that's why you joined the Navy,
That's why I
and
joined the Navy.
or a big reason. What job did you do in the Navy?
Well, at first, I was a boatswain's mate when I gained that rank on what's it called. And, well, well, when we were in France, you know, I was on an LST. That's those great big ships that go up on the beach.
Right.
They
Right.
got a full speed ahead. Boom,
Right.
plowing through it. Well, this one time, one of the friends up there, they were up there and these big bow doors open and the ramp falls down. Well, they got open, but we didn't get any liberty at that time. But another friend of mine, we decided to play hooky. We went into Paris. You know, we got a ride into Paris. And lo and behold, to my surprise, when I came back in the morning, my ship was gone. So I had to hitch a ride back to England with one of the other LSTs, and they demoted me
Oh no.
for that. So, and I ended up being a yeoman. And I didn't mind that at all, because I love mathematics. I felt at home with that job.
Right.
I had charge of stores, I had charge of everything. One black guy one time had killed somebody. I had the gun that he used. Not for myself, I was in charge of making sure that evidence didn't, that kind of stuff.
Right.
So that was it.
How long were you in the Navy? Do you remember the years?
3 years.
3 years. And that was, what, do you remember the year you signed up? What year would that have been? If you were born in 27 and then
26 I was born.
26, so 36, that would have been
42, I believe it was around 42, late
42 or 43.
late 42, early 43.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Were you, were you fortunate enough not to see combat, or
Oh, I was over it. I saw combat.
you
Yeah.
did serve
I
combat?
did see combat.
What, do you remember where did you land
On the
at?
France. Well, we landed in Normandy.
Normandy?
But we didn't go on shore until after the shore was secured.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I was on a ship later on where they had to go up to the Havre River in France,
Right.
picking up German prisoners, bringing them back. There was another time we were scheduled to go up to the Havre, but our engine broke down. They had to put one of the ships in to our place, and that ship hit a landmine going up.
Oh,
So I was lucky, many times. I was lucky. God, I know the good Lord put me here for a reason.
right.
Because He had refused to take me many times.
Interesting.
Like there was good instances, so.
Well, wow, what a story. So, what was the name of the ships you were on?
They would have numbers, no names.
Really?
LST.
LST?
Yes, and I'm proud of the fact that I was on the very first one ever built.
Oh,
LSD number one.
LST number one.
Yeah, there was over 2,000 of them built.
Okay, okay,
I was on the very first one.
interesting. Well, that's good news. So now, he's in the Navy, now he's a USO. How did you, tell me how you got
Well,
to,
I guess I was about 18 or 19, and they sent some people down from the USO group. They wanted girls desperately to come into the harbor there, which was right near where I worked, and entertain, sing, dance, and be company for the troops just coming back from different countries. And the ships were all lined up, and we had chaperones, and no one could give their name and address. There was nothing like that going on. There was no fraternization. It was just dancing, singing, talking to them, maybe serving coffee.
right?
And that was about it, but it was very, very special to me. I don't know how long that lasted. Many months. That was like 70 years ago, remember?
Right.
So I remember the different servicemen and the branches of service and how much I loved doing my share
Right,
for my country.
right. Special times.
A special time for me, yes.
So you get back from the Navy,
Yeah, after she was in
USO.
business, yeah.
Okay, so you get back and you dated, I'm assuming you dated for a while.
Oh, yeah, well, we were, this was after I came home.
Right,
Yeah, I never went over to see her in a with the other cells,
right.
because I was on the wrong ship.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. Well,
no real issues going.
so you come back and y'all are dating, and what year did you get married?
1948, October the 9th, 1948.
How about
Yes.
that? Nice. Great story. And we may come back to that. So when you got married, what town, what city did you live in?
Jersey City in St. Aloysius Catholic Church. That's the school I went to, grammar school.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he wasn't Catholic, but he said, I'm not much of anything at all. I might as well become a Catholic, get married at the altar, and we could raise our children. God willing, our children could be of one religion.
There you go.
So he became Catholic, actually. Yeah, that's
We're
true.
going to get married, but I'm going to convert. Because even though I think I was pretty smart to do that, because I knew we were going to have children. And
Right,
I didn't want to be going to one church,
Right.
then going to the other church. We're a family,
right.
right? So that's what I figured ahead of time. So I converted.
Okay.
And lots of times, a lot of my friends said, he's a better Catholic than you.
That's right.
Well, that's good. Well, okay, so tell me about your children. How many children do you have?
So,
Two.
yeah.
One passed away of cancer
Oh,
in 1997 at 41.
at 41.
The ovarian, which is a killer. That's what I wanted to let you know.
Ovarian cancer, yeah.
Okay, so
She
she,
was a beautiful girl.
what was her name?
Carol Ann, and left me with two beautiful grandsons, and now I have a great-grandson.
Really? Okay,
We
so,
just had it recently, 7 months
well,
ago.
congratulations. So the grandson's name, what are they?
Brian and Jason.
And your
The
little,
baby is Roland. He's 7 months old.
oh, okay.
And my daughter's name was Carol, and my son was a cop for 25 years. His name is Wayne Muller.
Wayne Muller.
Yes.
Where was he a cop at?
New Jersey for a long time, and he came down to be with us,
In
with his
Bergen
wife, and became a on the force stand here.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yes.
an interesting story too.
Tell me.
He became a cop.
Right,
He was in the Bergenfield Police Force.
right.
And then we moved down because I had to go to my company, ITT. And in conversations, he often said, I'm getting a little bit fed up with this because they already promoted him up to detective. And he said, it's the worst job you've worked. All hours of the night they call you. So I mentioned that to our priest, Father
Lewis.
Lewis, it was Monsignor. And he said, would your son like to come down here? I said, I wouldn't be surprised, I can call him. He said, well, do it, because I got a lot of connection with the police chief. So my son, he almost hopped on a plane, got down there and said, yes, he came down. And Father Lewis introduced him. What was the chief's name at that time?
Baker.
Chief Baker, I think it was, yeah. And no problem. He says, you I want. With all your experience, he had like 12, 15 years already experience. And So he said, the only thing is, I don't have an opening. I wish I could get you on now. I said, Wayne, let me put you in the sheriff's department. And as soon as there's an opening here, you're coming right back. He was in the sheriff's department for 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah. And then he came back, we're in the police department.
How about that?
Yeah, so,
Well, good. So he's here.
yeah, he's
He
here.
lives in Angier.
Angier.
He's in Andrew now. So altogether, he's had about $35 years of that kind of work.
Right.
He always liked that.
Is he married? Does he have children?
He has 2 children,
Two
Good
children.
job with
a
that.
What
boy
are
and
they?
a girl,
What are
Heidi
Boy and a
and
girl.
Danny Muller.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and what was I going to say about him? What the heck was it? Something very funny.
He was also a detective and a private
Oh,
investigator.
oh, yeah. When he retired, he became a private eye.
Okay.
Yeah, so he stayed right in that field,
Right.
right? And he was in the, I got the newspaper article someplace. There was a big paper in Butler about this Sergeant Wayne Muller, how he got in hot water with the chief of police because he wasn't supposed to do what he did. They were around an area where there's a wooded area, and there was a deer they saw. Well, he saw the deer, a young deer, right? And he whistled and called the deer, and the deer came over, right? So he started, a couple of times he went there, he'd get out there, and he called his name. What was the deer's name? Bucky. He'd yell, Bucky! The deer came out. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, that's amazing.
That
And
is.
then they told him when he found out, they said, because that's illegal. You're not supposed to do that. So he warned him, told him not, but you can imagine what he did with that warning. So he did that, and he got another friend of his. So they got Bucky to come to him, and he got his truck there. And he put Bucky on the truck. And when they got off duty, they took him up to a safe region, safe area.
Right.
Because he says, if I left him there, they fell in love with him. He said, if I left him there, you're only going to kill him, you know? So,
That's good. Good story. Well, how did you end up in Raleigh, North Carolina?
I was transferred with ITT.
ITT.
Yeah.
Okay. And where did you transfer from? Up in New York? Up in.
No, in New Jersey.
In New Jersey.
Bergen County.
Okay.
Mm.
How many years were you with them?
With ITT.
ITT.
ITT was maybe about 6, 7 years. I'm not exactly sure.
Okay.
Prior to ITT, I worked for Otis Elevator.
Okay. All right.
That's how I met her.
That's where
And
I met
there I had a job, and I was production control supervisor.
Okay.
But it wasn't for making elevators. That was I was in the Defense and Industrial Division, and what we did, we made all the elevator equipment that they put in submarines.
Oh,
Was
okay.
built by Otis Elevator.
Okay.
That transferred the bonds, but they
Right.
can't get that stuff on the side.
Right.
That's what they did.
Yeah.
Shit, right, so that's what we did. And then later on, that was in Brooklyn, New York, then they transferred me to Connecticut.
Okay.
And again, it was military, and I worked, they built up there what they called a stoner boy. That's what, we used to make them by the hundreds.
Right.
They drop from planes in the water.
Right.
And then it would leave beep, 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 beep signals if there was a charge, it was sub there.
Right.
You know, so that's another thing there, so. I had an interest in that.
Very interesting. Well, okay, so the Depression, let's talk about world events. One of them was here in the United States, the Depression. I think it was in 29 to 38.
Oh, yeah, I was.
So tell me, do you remember the Depression?
Not really.
Not really.
Not really, no, not really. I know there was hardship.
I was probably maybe 10 years old and I don't remember it at all. No, I don't.
So,
I lived maybe for the first 10 years of my life, I lived in hand-me-downs. We were on relief. My parents were very poor.
right, okay,
So
so,
we were on relief in the township, so.
right. Well, do you remember your parents ever referring back to the Depression? Or do you think some of their ways after the Depression was over was as a result? Like I talked to another gentleman and he said he thinks he was conservative because his parents were conservative because they had lived through the Depression and if they got anything, they wanted to keep it as long as they could.
Yeah, no, my mother, my father died, like I said, was killed in a car crash. But they never had much interest in telling us about the past, you know.
Right.
Because to them, I guess maybe it was hardship to come.
Right.
She didn't want to know all that.
What about you, Dottie? Did your parents ever talk about the Depression or refer back to the Depression?
Not really, no, I don't know why, but they didn't. My father had a job working for the fire department, but not as a fireman in the office someplace there, and he was working, making a salary, but I don't recall doing without things a lot. Not that I was wealthy, but we
Yeah.
had pretty good life.
That's good.
Father was a fire department
Mechanic.
Every
Okay.
time he'd come home, his hand cold from handing gas in the
Oh,
winter time.
right.
Oh my God, it was cold.
Well,
And did you know what your father did?
No? What did he do?
Why did your mother not want to buy a house?
My father didn't want a home.
Yeah.
Didn't want a house.
No.
Didn't want to own a home. He didn't want his own house.
You want me to tell him?
What did he do?
He played baseball with the minor league
Okay.
Jersey City Giants.
Okay.
And they were a minor league team, I forget, with the Yankees, I think for the Yankees.
For the Yankees.
Yeah, and well, anyway, he pitched for them. He was a damn good pitcher. So they went barnstorming this one time, when the priest at the church had a big thing with this. And who did he play with? Babe Ruth and
Yes.
Ted Williams.
Yes.
He played with him?
Yes,
He played
barnstorming,
with
not in the big league,
What is-
minor league.
What does that mean, barnstorming?
Uh-huh.
Throughout the country?
You don't belong to the team. They went in a practice. The Yankees had a practice, you know, they had to have teams.
Right.
So they took one of the minor teams along with them for it.
Oh.
That's how my father got to play with.
How about that? So your father played with Babe Ruth?
Yes.
Yeah, that, in
Minor
that way. Yeah, he never moved up because his wife didn't want him to stay in baseball.
My mother didn't want him to travel all over. She
But
kind
I
of held him
don't doubt
back.
that he wouldn't have made it.
How about that? That's good.
What can you
That's good to
do?
know.
I wouldn't have done it, but she did it.
Right.
Then he taught my son how to pitch.
Really?
Yeah,
How about that?
my son loved his grandfather. Oh boy.
Are we on time, sir?
No, you're fine. You're doing
Sure.
fine. We're here. I don't have anybody after you, so.
I don't know what the routine is.
Oh, we're just going to talk, and I'll ask some questions, but these are good. See, these are questions and I wouldn't know to ask, so I love it when you come in. And I love the fact that you're coming in as a couple,
Oh,
because
You're factual.
Yes.
yeah, it's all truthful. It's nothing-
Yes.
Nothing, yeah, nothing.
Well, that's interesting, and I know that people watching it would be, especially if they're baseball fans, would be interested in that.
Yeah. And my son loved baseball so much, he's been on a 60-year-old baseball team now for a good, 5 or 6 years.
Really? Still playing?
And
Yes.
in fact, he had, what do they call that?
Rotator cuff?
Rotator cuff
Twice.
twice. The last time, they told him they're not gonna have to, they're not going to operate because he had him twice already. So they went in, what do they call that?
Laparoscopic.
They had to drill 9 holes.
Oh.
Usually it's 3, but with him it was so bad, 9 holes. And right now he's suffering from that. He's in a sling. He was here today.
Oh,
So, yeah, bad, but he knows he's not gonna be able to play for another year or so.
but he expects to
I'm
play?
not gonna play anymore. He says, well, I don't think so, but if the opportunity.
He does love it,
Oh,
no?
he was a great.
He's stubborn,
Oh,
but he's good.
My son is very powerful. He hits home runs like crazy.
how tall is he?
6'4", 6'3", something
Wow.
like that, yeah.
Wow. Is
Yeah,
it,
well, I thought it was, but I never reached 6 foot, but I
At
was
least 6'1" or 6'2", in the area of
Yeah,
that.
6'2", around that way,
right,
yeah.
wow. Growing up, were you two strict parents? Or did you come from strict parents?
Yeah, come from a strict
Strict.
family? No, I don't think I was strict, I never got, no.
You
But
weren't,
my father, I'll tell you a story, this is what he did. One time, we come home from school, we told mom and dad what we did,
right,
and he insisted he better not come home with any trouble. So I came home this one time, but we had a principal in that country. She hit me, I knew I went home and took her, she hit me with the ruler. It hurt, didn't break anything, but it hurt.
got your attention.
So I come in and told my father, when I got done, I expected him to say he was all right. No, he slapped me in the face. He says, do that again. She said, teachers don't lie. He says, if she did that to you, you did something wrong. My father was strict,
How about that?
yeah.
But,
I didn't get in any trouble. My mother and father said I didn't give them any trouble, so, excuse me. I guess it was a happy childhood. I mean,
Good.
it was good.
And you were a little angel.
No, I wasn't an angel, but I wasn't a bad kid.
well, okay, let's talk about health issues, so that in case, years from now, you have your relatives are looking at this and they may hear something they didn't know about and may want to go get themselves checked. Can you remember any health issues your mom and dad had, or that you two have had? It sounds like cancer's in the family because
It is.
and so that's something to be aware of.
Her family,
Her
not
family.
on my side.
My dad had lung cancer. I had breast cancer. My daughter had ovarian cancer and passed away from it. Bob had the man's cancer. I never know the name of it.
Right.
Prostate.
Right.
So there is cancer in my family.
Okay,
And
My
I
son
got-
never got anything, so I always tell him to be careful and to
right.
get checked up a lot.
Just keep
I
it
was
checked.
cured completely with 40 days of radiation.
40 days of radiation.
40 days of radiation.
How about that?
That was, I didn't know how it worked, I was surprised.
Good.
What can't you say on health?
Yeah.
Do you ever know how a man gets, prostitution gets radiation? When you get there, we used to go to Christ Hospital,
Duke.
and, no, it was the other one, right down there.
Rex.
Rex Hospital.
Okay.
I used to go there 40 straight days, right? You go in there, and then you just wait your name's called, and then you go back to another area where the nurses are. First day, I know what to expect, so they said, take your clothes off. Right, and then she said, oh, leave your shirt straight on, but take your pants off. So they got me up on the table, and they covered your private parts with supposed to be a towel, I thought,
Right.
but it was damn dishcloth.
It wasn't enough.
There wasn't enough, in my opinion. I asked if I could bring a blanket next time on my own. Yeah, every time the other goes, the same thing again.
40 times.
40 days. 40 days, but I got over that cancer completely. So then I had a few other operations.
We think a lot today about our days from years ago, all the time.
Oh,
It's just a different world today. It was better then,
yeah.
much better then.
Much better than.
Oh, yes. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
you got married, it was a special night for your wedding. Not today, that's the truth.
Yeah,
It's awful today.
that's true.
Am I saying it in a nice way?
Oh, yes, that's a perfect
It
way.
wasn't the way, it's just, I look around and I go, oh my gosh. You know what I'm saying?
He was talking about.
Why can't it be the way it was?
He
You know?
spent that first night at the Hotel New Yorker in New York.
Oh, okay.
She got such a scare. She's in a nightgown, right?
Right.
And knocked on the door. She said, room service. She was running. I need to literally run to the bathroom.
I was
She
21.
21.
Believe me, she was just an innocent girl all her life. Never had any
Problems.
indecency.
Right.
gosh sakes, I laugh, and I make fun of it all the time. And so it's all true.
Well,
But she's that type of girl all her life.
67 years, and I can see why.
68.
68
Yeah,
years.
yes.
We don't want to make
It'll
sure we
be
don't.
69 in October.
In October, so it's almost 69.
Almost my anniversary.
It'll be another month or 5 weeks from now.
Are you gonna have a little party here?
Well, they
They usually
They
do.
mostly have one for your 90th birthday, 80th, and they
On your
might throw
birthday,
one
yeah.
for all the anniversary parties from October. They go by the month, because there's 100 and something people here.
Yeah.
Right, like 160, I heard.
That's what, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, let's see. So, we talked about special events, and we talked about, do you remember the first president? What's the first president you remember, president of the United States?
Roosevelt.
Was it
Roosevelt.
FDR?
FDR,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's one of, yes, he's the one that
FDR.
declared war.
4 terms.
4 terms.
4 terms he had, yes.
Did,
I'm a Democrat.
you're a Democrat, we're gonna get to politics soon.
I'm sorry.
No, that's good, that's good, it's good to know.
Yeah.
Well, look, let's go ahead and talk about politics, since we're here. Is it fair to say that what the Democratic Party stood for when you became Democrats
Yeah, for the poor guy.
is different now?
Yes.
Okay.
Not
Not
I
really,
think it's still applies today.
not way up high difference, but a little bit different.
And I would
They're not more
say-
FDR.
Our fathers told him, our father especially, he was a committee man. He says, the Democrat Party is more for the poor and the Republicans are
Yes.
for the rich. And to this day, I still believe that.
I do believe it too.
And I can see that every time, every
I
year.
do believe that.
Yeah, this dumb
And I think right now
president.
it's really a very bad time for our country, period. Just bad, bad. It really is.
It is.
They gotta get rid of this guy, you know.
You should run for something. You've got a good way about you. You
Oh.
could run for something.
Well.
Are you?
No, I'm not gonna run for anything, but see,
No,
there's reasons why, and everybody, I think their life experiences determines their political beliefs and their core values.
yeah.
And I have to say, most of my core values, I'm open-minded, but most of my core values, I came up as a Republican.
Well, that's okay.
And,
Mine
Yeah.
was the Democrats.
and
I like Ronald
And
Reagan.
another good thing about, not a good thing, but another thing was this last election. Not only did I want to vote for Hillary, because she was Democrat,
right.
but I said to myself, damn it, it's time for a woman
That's
to
what he
step
said.
up.
It's time for a change.
Yes, it's time for a change. We've had enough men in there that couldn't, no,
Yeah,
that were
really.
noble.
Could it be worse than
But-
this? I don't
but
think
I
so.
said,
But yes, politics, so you said your family was Democrat?
Always.
also? Always Democrat.
Always
And they were
Democrat.
active.
My father was a
Democrats.
committee man, you know, in the area and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
They
Yes.
were active, they were.
Yeah, my father was.
And mine was.
And
We
you-
were just them.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. John F. Kennedy, Democrat, very,
Yes.
I think, very, I wish I remembered more. He died when I was a year old, so I wish I knew more about him. John F. Kennedy.
Oh, John F. Kennedy,
Where
first
were y'all,
Catholic.
where were y'all
Oh,
when he was assassinated?
I was in the parking lot picking up my children from school and we heard that he was gone, you know, in the hospital, right in the parking lot. Everybody get out of their cars, went to church and prayed.
How about that?
Yes, the
Mhm,
church.
yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Men were crying.
Yeah, it was
Right,
awful.
yeah.
See, that's important.
That's
Yeah.
terrible, I mean, tragic. Even the
Yeah.
Republican people in my neighborhood were crying. I mean, he was one of, I mean, he had his problems now too, you know, he wasn't perfect, but he was a decent, I mean, I don't know, when he said something, I believed him.
Right.
I did.
He was young, seriously
He was
young.
so handsome and just
Yeah.
everything, you know.
They had children, little
And then
children.
this young guy died, his son died, his wife died. I think it was, like I say, we think back and what we went through, and could it be much worse than it was then? I mean, I don't know, you know?
You know, there was one president that almost the whole world was sad over his death. Most of the nations, they were very sad
Who was
over
this, Bob?
Kennedy's death.
Kennedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was that, Bob?
Yeah,
JFK?
yeah, other countries too.
Yeah.
England, well, of course,
I know,
England.
I know.
You know,
Do you remember the Cuban crisis, and were y'all worried
Not
about
too
that?
much, but I know it was a bad thing.
Right. But,
And I know it was JFK that and
Yeah,
him-
but nobody disagreed
was it
with Allen
Khrushchev?
Handy.
Was it Khrushchev? Khrushchev, was he the
Yeah.
one?
yeah,
You know,
They worked it out, thank
Yeah.
God. There could have been a war.
I didn't know if back then, if the American people knew how serious it was.
Well,
Yeah.
I know it was
Close.
bad.
Oh, yeah, a lot of people, yes. yes.
So you were informed.
I knew that, yes, I did.
How about that? Travel, have y'all had a chance to travel? And if so,
5 cruises,
5 cruises.
years and years ago. I
Okay.
could not live.
Yeah.
What was your favorite place, and could you have lived there, or was it one of those where it was a nice
No.
place to visit? but you
Bermuda.
didn't want to visit?
Bermuda,
Yeah, yeah, Bermuda.
Bermuda?
was
Bermuda,
beautiful.
I like Bermuda.
Yeah.
I won a trip to Mexico in a trivia contest.
You did? A
Yeah.
trivia contest?
Yes, I did, on
Yeah.
the radio.
How about that?
We went
I
down
love
there.
trivia, that's my thing.
Yeah. So she won a trip to Mexico, so we went down there.
Watch the food,
Yeah.
ate all things that were cooked, nothing raw.
Mm.
Well, it just shows how smart you are, because
No,
I'm not-
seriously.
I'm not
We
good
down
at
there, we
trivia.
said, you remember that television show, what was it called, with the ship, the Love Boat?
Yes, love it.
We saw the Love Boat.
Really?
down there, yeah.
But that was all my good times, and I have no regrets, and it was cheaper than it is now.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Much cheaper.
I've been on a couple cruises, and
Did you like it?
I did. I think everybody should, especially somebody who works hard, because they
Yeah.
wait on you.
I
I
love
love
that
it.
cruise, not like that.
What cruise?
Royal Caribbean.
Any,
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
Royal Caribbean
Yeah.
was the big one.
Yes.
And we've had wonderful, and people like gambling, they all have casinos on those.
I sang with the band, I got up and did it.
Did you?
Well, there were 6 or 7 of us, and who wanted to do it? And I said, me. And that was, what, 10 years ago? And I'm corny, I love all that stuff. I loved it all, I did.
Well,
Then they put a show on the, very funny, on
He's not gonna
the,
believe this, Bob.
no,
It might
Yeah.
make him blush.
they were,
On-
they put on,
Not so newlywed
they
game.
called it the Not So
Newlywed
Newlywed Game. So we went on that show.
There was a couple in their 30s or 40s, 50s, and then
Yeah.
us, we were in our 70s.
Yeah, that's right.
how did you do?
Did very
Well, the
well.
questions they asked were out of sight. I mean, what did they say to me, Bob?
I had it.
What's the most romantic place you ever had, like, romance? And he said, you know what I mean, because there were kids in New York. So I said,
yeah, yeah.
in my basement in New Jersey on a bar stool. But I thought he meant like, well, I mean, it was
Well,
just,
I was out on the deck, out of off the stage
Right.
when she gave that answer. And
Oh,
when I came back, they asked me the same questions.
what?
So I gave her the answer, and I said,
Oh, no.
I'm not too sure, but I'd be surprised if she gave me
Because he
this
was
answer.
funny. We
And
can't
I
say
come
it.
out with it on a bar stool in my
And,
bed.
and they taped the show every day. Somebody said, "That's the couple that were on the bus stool
Oh,
in New
my
Jersey."
God.
Can you imagine my face? The whole cruise.
Yeah.
But I told the truth. I didn't say what I did. I mean,
Right,
It was just it was
fun.
fun, Bob.
It was fun.
I guess we were funny in our days.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Well, not now though.
No, it's fine.
Not like we used to be. No, it's different now.
Right.
I can't. It's different.
Right.
Not my own home.
Well, yeah, I can understand that.
But we have to be where we are.
Yes.
I sold my house and that's why I'm here. I'm not well-to-do. My house is paying for my stay here that I sold. So, like I had a house, where would I be?
Right. Well,
So save your money now.
From one of those
I mean
cruises, we came up with a good friendship with a couple in England.
oh,
He died now. He was
A pilot in
in
England.
a pilot in England.
She still writes me.
And they still write to each
Am I
other.
keeping you, sir?
No.
Yeah, they still write to each other. And,
He passed away.
yeah, he passed away, but she, what the heck, what was so funny about it?
Her name was Sandy and she went on cruises, 6 cruises a year at least.
Yeah.
Very well-to-do, but we let people.
Oh, were they the ones that were on a cruise with us?
No.
I was another English couple. Another
Oh,
English
you're
couple
not
on a
gonna
cruise.
believe this.
One of the cruises, right? We didn't know these people yet. So, but our friend, his name is
Lenny.
Lenny, was on a cruise with us. And she
I had gone to the doctor for my
Yeah.
ankle swelling
Yeah,
up.
yeah, so, and he told you that he had
A vibrator
He had a vibrator.
that helps your foot.
That helped,
for the
yeah,
pain.
Yeah. So he loved it too.
We're in the gambling casino,
So,
right?
We were all around the bar, you know,
Yeah.
and we're coming out, and this English couple was there.
That were very straight-laced.
Yeah, very straight-laced, and we're at the table alongside of them, and Lenny gets up. They're gonna go back to their room, and she stands up, "Oh, Lenny!
You forgot your vibrator." The couple from England almost had a heart attack. And it was a true story.
Where did you get on your radio?
Would you believe it's a true story? I'm always in trouble. Anyhow, that's my story, so.
Well, that's good. Well, let me ask you this. Have you ever met anyone famous or who you think
Yeah,
might-
I met a couple of authors. I used to work for a publishing company, the New American Library,
Uh-huh.
that relocated from Avenue of the Americas to Bergenfield. I met Mickey Spillane,
Okay.
several other writers. The only actor I ever really met was Van Johnson at a big dinner party, who
Okay.
wore red socks. And I wore a red gown. He says, "You know I wear red socks? You wear a red gown." I met lots of authors,
Right.
many authors, but I forget their names. That was like, what, 25, 30 years ago, Bob? So
Yeah.
I had a very nice job.
You must have, are you a big reader?
Yeah, I like to read. Yes, I do.
Smart people like to read.
Well, I'm not smart.
Well,
I read the paper and I want to know what's going on, like especially a category with entertainment or movies or singers. They say, that's her. She knows, but rivers and lakes and stuff, no.
right.
Yeah, when we come back before discharge, we visit the USOs and different, wherever we were. Who was that?
Paulette Goddard,
That got it. It was a movie actress.
way back.
Way back. I danced with her at the USO.
Did you?
Yep.
Was she nice to you? Was she cordial?
Oh yeah,
Good.
definitely.
Do you have
Paulette
enough of
Goddard.
us now at 7 o'clock? I don't want to hold you.
I'm good if y'all are good. Are y'all
Yeah,
okay?
we're still
No,
around.
I'm just-
Yeah, wait.
People are all asking me, you're going to tell them your life story?
Oh, boy.
I mean, they're like all excited. Well, let us know. Let us know. You're going to wear a dress or gown? No. Not that I know of.
No.
No, I just love people.
Well, everything we've said today has been true, nothing's made up.
I probably should have said more about my daughter, but I didn't think of everything, because she's gone now. But I couldn't think of everything to say.
Well, you said both of you told me how beautiful she was.
Oh, yes.
And she was diagnosed, how long?
Ovarian cancer, and she had 5 years to live, they told her. She moved down here by us. She always waited for a miracle, but ovarian cancer, there's no miracle.
Right.
You get it and you die.
And so how long after she was diagnosed did she pass?
She lived 5 years.
She did live 5 years. And they told her
Yes.
5 years?
Yes. So, I mean, we had sadness in our life too.
Right.
Well, like
I
I
had
said
to make the
before,
best of it.
I had the prostate cancer. I got through that. I'm telling you, God is watching over me. I got through that with flying colors. Then I had that one, what was it?
You had a very badly inflamed
My son was in tears.
gallbladder.
The doctor came out and said, your father was this close
To dying.
dying. They had to go in there, drill, and they took, I can't believe how they did this. They take a plastic bag, like a food bag,
Right.
and they squeeze it right through there, and they got it to go over, clipped it off, dropped it in there, because it was completely full of gangrene.
Oh, wow.
Gangrene
Little
to kill.
gangrene will kill you. And then they pulled it out. And that,
You don't want to hear me. You're going to be so depressed when you go home and get depressed.
That was a life-saving event.
Wow, it
And
was.
then I had one about less than a year before we moved over here. My grandson was my son's boy.
Well, he hasn't got all
I'm going to
day.
tell him that. He was doing my front lawn. I couldn't do too much, and that's why I come in here. Anyway, he's doing that. I went on the side of the garage. I was picking up pine cones, something easy. But I came out last morning, and I grabbed the car because I was going to go down. I said, Danny, I need your help. He came running, and just as he came over to get his arm around me, I started to go down. So he grabbed me, and he went down with me, protected my head, because we were in the driveway.
Right.
I would hit my head, right?
Right.
And he tells me that, he says, Poppy called me, he said, you were gone. You were gone, but I gave you artificial respiration.
He was a Marine.
But they call that CPR.
Isn't that interesting?
CPR,
Right on the
yeah,
front lawn.
Yeah, so he did it, he rolled the lights and he blew it in my mouth and punched me in the hole. He said, you got the whole works, but he said, the end of it was comical. So he says, right, just about, it's all done, we're waiting, the report went in, and when I came through, there was a police car. In front of the police car was an ambulance. In front of the ambulance was a big hook of the fire department. I came through a little bit and I said, first thing I said out of my mouth, these big 6-foot guys were all standing over me, and that's when Danny said what happened to me, and I looked around and I said, where the hell's the mayor?
Where's the mayor?
Everybody else was there with the mayor.
No, it was funny at the